Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And Verizon has struck a new partnership with somebody you guys might be familiar with. You've heard me mention him on the channel a couple of times. He is the Boost founder. His name is Peter Adderton. Now, he wants to launch a startup off the ground called Mobilex. It's been in development for some time now. It's been discussed. Some of you may have seen it mentioned in the past, but there was no real structure to it. It was still in early development. Everything was still being developed, the softwares, the apps that will be used. And it is now, and of course back then, didn't really know what network it would be on. Now we have a much clearer and concrete answer to that, and it will be through Verizon. Verizon is the official partner in terms of network for Peter Adderton's Mobilex, which I think is big. Verizon has the largest, most reliable, most secure network. And that's what he was quoted stating in his release statement this morning. So it's a very good partnership between the two. Now, from speaking with Peter in the past a couple of times, what I get from this is he has an understanding that he needs to be innovative. He has to do it different. He can't be structured like the carriers are today. And I felt like that is something that Dish also needed to do, but it looks like Peter with his Mobilex brand may beat Dish to the punch. So just speaking with him a few times, the sense that I get on how this will be structured is, in the past, consumers like myself and you that watch the video have been paying too much. And it started with the data bucket. When the consumer walked into a store and the data buckets were a big deal back then, before unlimited became what it is today, the consumer didn't really know how much usage they would use on a monthly basis. Excuse me. So Verizon, I remember, had a XL and XXL bucket. One was 15 gigabytes, the other was 20, some of them were 30 gigabytes, but the customer had no idea how much they would use on a monthly basis. So some customers would pick, let's say, the 30 gigs, and then for that month only use 12. But they're still going to pay for the 30 gig bucket, although they only used 12 gigabytes for the month. So what happens with the remainder of the data not used? And then why is the customer even paying for that amount? And that is the pain point that Peter is trying to solve. Yes, there'll be more details coming out, cloud-based. What is the balance looking like between virtual and retail stores? Is the brand going to be mainly virtual? Will he have retail stores? That information will come out in 2022. That's when this is set to launch. But what I get from him and trying to be innovative, he wants to crush that pain point. So the way this is going to be structured, I feel, and in my opinion, is like your electric bill. You never pay your electric bill in advance for usage that you don't use. The electric company bills you for the usage that you use. Say in the month of September, just for example, you go on vacation 2 weeks out of town, and then you have a work trip. So your electric bill for that usage for that month is going to be lower, so your bill is going to be lower. And then in October, it may be bigger again because you're going to be home. You're going to be running your AC or heater, depending on the area you live in. And, your TV is going to be on, your electricity. So you just naturally pay more. And that's what I think is how Peter's trying to structure this. Here's the phone. This is the cloud-based platform, Figure out what your usage is. I'm going to only charge you for what you use. I'm not going to charge you unlimited or for 50 gigs if you only use 10. And that's how I think Peter's trying to structure it. And that's how he plans to solve that pain point. No carrier has ever tried to solve that pain point. The way that T-Mobile was trying to perhaps solve that pain point, and maybe even a Sprint just to bring them up because they were running unlimited before T-Mobile, they weren't trying to get you in a data plan anymore or a bucket because it was too hard to figure out what you wanted. So here's unlimited. Unlimited. That way you don't have to worry about your usage. That's how the carriers sold it to the market. But if somebody only uses 10 gigs, 15 gigs, why are they paying the set price for unlimited when they never use that much? So it's a very innovative thinking in this. And I really think he is going to try to structure that way. And he is going to try to be disruptive by solving that pain point. And if it's marketed correctly, if he can build the brand and him being the brand, I think this could really work. I think the consumer could receive that message very well and say, well, wait a minute, I have been paying all this money all this time, and I'm looking at my usage and I don't use nearly as much as what they're charging me for. So I think this could really work, especially on the largest network in the United States. It's more of a it's more of a global brand is what he's trying to create. So if you travel to another country, you use your same phone number, you just latch onto that network. So this is, I think, a pretty big deal. I think he will be very innovative. I don't think he's going to follow any structure that the carriers are taking on today. I think he goes the complete opposite way. And I think, personally, I think that may even be a problem for Dish. I think Peter is going to be very competitive in how he presents this to the market. And I think the market is going to receive it very well. So let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. I look forward to reading your comments. I think this is going to be very interesting how this turns out. And I think Peter is going to take this to another level. And this is launching in 2022, if I haven't mentioned that already. If you are new to the channel or you have been on the channel and you have not yet liked, shared, subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit that notification bell so you are notified when I do upload content. Make sure to follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. Thanks again for watching. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.